Federal and state incentives rapidly advancing charging and fuel infrastructure, and automakers slashing prices to compete in the crowded EV and AFV markets. Consumers are seeing some of the best entry points yet. Time to bring in our Gridlock Guy. This is Doug Turnbull. He's on the road, live right there, joining us. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show from the road there, Doug.
Yeah, for sure, Chesley. We've been bouncing around between construction, school bus crashes, and just your garden variety traffic delays here this morning. And as you know, you've been covering great weather, Chesley, all morning and all week. Great weather actually means bad traffic, and the sun out bright this morning. Certainly a ton of people on the roads, back to school, back from Labor Day, so we've been in it.
All right. Now you joined us this morning to talk about the jump in the market as far as EVs and these alternative vehicles. Why is now the time for Atlantis to jump on these deals?
Well, it's kind of this weird oxymoron that's going on. So we've been covering here at 11Alive for the last 3 weeks or so information that's been deep in the heart of the bureaucracy for several months, and that's that on September 30th, the exemption for these vehicles to be able to ride for free in our toll lanes around town and nationwide, to ride without an extra passenger in the HOV lanes, that exemption's going away. There's also a tax credit that EV or alternative fuel vehicles, hybrid vehicle owners could buy. That tax credit is also going away September 30th. At midnight, the night of September 29th, that goes away, essentially, okay? So you may be thinking, well, then why would I buy one? Well, because between now and the end of this month, and we're only here, what, September 3rd? That means dealers are going to be, car dealers that is, are going to be trying to move these things off the lots, knowing that the incentive that people have to buy them and to drive them on Georgia roads and around the country is going away. So it also is the end of the model year. And so that means that dealers are trying to move the 2025 cars anyway, although that's a little bit less of a fixed time. And I did a column, my Gridlock Guy column, 11alive.com, did a package here on 11Alive about this. And I spoke to car expert, a reporter from News and World Report, John Vincent, who said that EVs have struggled selling, Chesley, in the United States, but that they've started to tick up as there have been more charging supplies added. As there used to be not enough charging, and also the technology's gotten better. So while the sales have gone up, now the incentive to buy one's gone down, but there's a push between now and the end of the month to do it. And if somebody's interested, maybe now's the time to get off the fence.
Yeah, I know a lot of people feared maybe running out of the electric, and it's not like gas stations all around. So yeah, now that more of those popping up, yeah, feeling a little bit more easy. Now, do you think this will lead to some ease in the congestion long term, or just reduce emissions?
I definitely will reduce emissions for sure. I mean, congestion, I think, is more a fact of will people actually carpool or not, or shrink down and not be a single occupancy vehicle driver, is what a GDOT spokesman Natalie Dale called it, when you drive in the HOV lane and you have more people in your car. The reason we have bad traffic, or one of the many reasons we have it, Chesley, is because so many people aren't doing like Stephen Boise and I are doing right now, carpooling. They're driving by themselves. So you would think there would be some incentive to have people, shrink their rides down and be able to use them. But I do think that overall, the fact that there's an increase in charging and the charging points around town, a lot of cars are more capable with the Tesla network to be able to charge their vehicles. Also, the technology's gotten better, and a lot of EVs have over 300 miles of range. My wife and I just leased one. Momo and I just leased one. So that's part of the reason we did that. So I don't know if it'll decrease congestion, but I do think that even with these exemptions going away, we could see a more positive trend in that market going forward. Certainly a case for me.
Yeah, you talked about the big perks, some of the big perks that will be going away. One of those is that it's about to expire, or maybe it just expired, that you could drive in the pass lane for free, the HOV lane for free, but that's now gone away, right?
Right. That's correct, and that's nationwide, not just in Georgia. It goes away September 30th, so you can still do it now, but that'll all be adjusted. CERTA, State Road and Tollway Authorities, alerting its 16,000 or so Peach Pass holders that have that alternative vehicle or that EV exemption, that it's going to change. So that a friend of mine actually told me they purchased one because they could drive in those lanes for free, or in the HOV lanes without a passenger. Well, now that's changed for everyone, but I still think that there's a lot of reason to own one. That's just my opinion, and certainly reasons to buy one before September 30th because of the tax exemption that soon will go away.
Yeah. All right, I got about 10 seconds left with you. Tell us what's up for next week.
Hey, next week I'm going to talk about my 10-hour flight delay and how I apply that to patients on the Atlanta road. So we'll chop it all up here next hump day, Chesley.
Doug Turnbull, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate that, man.